What's up, everybody? This is Peter again for Sports Hot Rumors and Debates. How are you guys today? If you guys watched my videos a while ago, I made a video about Antonio Brown and then him maybe going to the Ravens. This was a while ago, right? Maybe I would say back in May or even June. Wasn't sure when, but I definitely was a long time ago. And I was like, what kind of a scary thought this was, because if he goes to the Ravens and Lamar Jackson finally having a real receiver, that's going to be trouble. So that being said, a worst possible scenario came out for the NFL teams, and Antonio Brown just signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So now guys know I'm a diehard Cardinal fan. Much better for us than him signing with the Seahawks, because him being with Russell Wilson along with Lockett and Metcalf, I don't even want to know. Not that Seattle has problems scoring, but that's just even worse, right? So the fact that he went with Brady is two things. One, it's very smart on his part because he never burned that bridge with Tom Brady. He always kept the lines of communication open, and that got him back on the NFL, especially with Bruce Arians, because Bruce Arians doesn't tolerate that shit. But coming from a Cardinal fan, I know, like, he doesn't tolerate it. He's very open into even criticizing Brady. That's just how he is. It's good and it's bad sometimes, but you respect the coach who speaks his mind. That's one. Two, Antonio Brown with Tom Brady. Not that the Buccaneers, I mentioned this if you look at my video last week, I said, and even before that, I said the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to go to the championship, right? This is just when they got Brady, and then you see their defense. That is the key to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know Brady still has it, right? Obviously, he's not in his 20s no more, but that man still can throw some darts. Tom Brady is going to do really well with the offense, even more and more consistently before Antonio Brown. The key part to this is their defense. Their defense has been so good and is getting better. They made Aaron Rodgers look so bad, and every time now, let me tell you something, Vegas just beat the Chiefs. Vegas is not a bum team, okay? They play really well, and Brady was just, did you see some of those throws? They weren't easy throws, and the way Gronk is looking now, who's rounding into form, and then you got a guy like Godwin, who's a really good ball player. Mike Evans hasn't even been used because he doesn't even look right, but he's not even a target that they've used to the end of the game. He was targeted. You had Scotty Miller killing, so with Fournette now looking a little bit more healthy in the catching, Ronald Jones can run. That's a problem, but just what's more crazy is the defense is stopping. And you always have a good offensive team and usually an okay defense, or a really good defense and an okay offense. This is a really good offense. Now with Antonio Brown, going to be a great offense and a great defense. And who, besides the Seattle Seahawks, maybe can stop them? And I'm going to tell you right now, defense always beats offense. And if Seattle plays Tampa Bay wins, and I'm going to explain why. Tampa Bay is going to score at will on Seattle. Seattle is not going to score at will on Tampa Bay. And that's going to be the key, right? Because Seattle is going to be able to put some points on the board. But when you've seen what happens with their defense, Brady is going to have a field day with that in the back. He's just going to kill. And Tampa Bay will go on to play most likely Kansas City in the championship, because as much as I like the Steelers, I still find it very hard to believe Mahomes is there. I liked Buffalo a while ago, them being a problem, but I don't know. They just seem like too in and out sometimes. But I really feel that it's going to be Kansas City and Tampa Bay, and who wins there, I don't know, right? And I'm going to tell you why. It remains to be seen, but God, just think about if Brady just put up 40-plus points without Antonio Brown, and Brown is going to be on his best behavior. Okay, this is his last chance, by far. Brown is going to be on his best behavior. He's going to need to step up. He's going to need to show that, one, that he can play, which I think is the easy part. Two, that he can shut his mouth, because they don't need him. The way Bruce Arians, and you respect him for saying that, right? This is it. Either you do it or get the hell off the team. We don't need that anymore. So right now, he's going to stay quiet. And if he can't, then that's it. But I think, God, this is scary. And it's tough, but it's good for football also, right? How could you not root for Brady? How could you not say, people could say, oh, this and that, but now it's a point to show that it wasn't just Belichick, right? Now, don't get me wrong, Belichick's the best, but it wasn't just Belichick. That man still made plays and bailed out a horrible offense on most times. That man made accurate throws when it was so tough. And last year he played, last year when he was with when they were playing the Titans, if it wasn't for some drops, they may have won, right? And if it wasn't for the receivers not getting open and everything, Brady played well, man. Brady is still got the arm. I mean, obviously he's not 30-something anymore, but he still can sling it in there, and you got to give the guy props. The guy is hungry. He's just like, you know what? I want more Super Bowls. I want to prove it. And he's not just a guy who just takes his Super Bowls and goes home and say, oh, I'm the greatest. He wants more. And how do you not respect a man in his 40s? One, just like he just gets it done all the time. And don't act like Tampa Bay, going into it. You've seen how Jameis Winston was with this team, right? It just goes to show you, Brady just knows how to make players better. He knows when to get the throw. He puts it in a perfect spot. His leadership, players want to be around him. There's a reason the veterans were surrounding themselves with him. Just like, as much as I hate LeBron, it's like LeBron, right? It's like, when you're a great player and you know what, you're hungry to win, players want to be around you. So anyway, I love Antonio Brown. I'm not going to lie, man. Before all that stuff that happened, I loved watching him. He was my favorite receiver. My son's favorite team is Pittsburgh, and I loved him at that point. I felt for this guy after all that crazy shit because something wasn't right with him. Hopefully he calms that down because football could use a great player. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.